He'll throw me over sticks and stones.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Are we good?
We're good.
Okay.
What are those called?
They're called clickers.
Clickers.
They're
That's
not
what we'll
called-
go
is it called a
with. No,
clicker?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
No.
It is now.
I don't know.
We have some Hollywood fans or folks watching going, it's not called a clicker.
I know, they're going, they don't know. They don't know.
So where are we, babe?
Well, we're in Texas still.
Woohoo! Clear eyes, full hearts.
In our trailer.
Yes. In our RV. And we have some new friends.
Well,
Trent.
we're presuming
Presuming
That-
we're friends.
we have some neighbors.
It's
We are.
official. Yes.
Okay.
Trent and Shellie
Yes.
Monk. And their kids, Amelia.
Can y'all just say
Let me-
hi?
Just say hi.
Oliver.
Oliver and Amelia.
I'm sorry. Say hi,
Yeah,
come here.
Oh, she wants-
You want to
Oh,
get
just
in the
want to pet-
video?
She just wants to pet the dog.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just pet
Okay.
the dog. Okay.
So we met them last night at a concert here at our Thousand Trails Park, and it was awesome.
Oh, thank
And it was
you.
kind of an
We were
impromptu.
blessed.
It was.
Impromptu.
It was. It was. It was our first time where the staff
Mm-hmm.
at 1,000 Trails caught wind that we do music, and thought, well, why don't y'all come play music for
Yeah.
us? And we just thought, well, all right, that's what we do. So let's do this. It was fun.
It was awesome, and then we had dinner, and it was an okay turnout. But it was
Look,
quick.
It was quick. It was 2
was
days
just-
notice, and there was
Yeah.
30.
The other room was filled.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
It
at
filled
least
up.
30 people, which for a
Yeah.
2-day notice, that's.
Sometimes we have things planned for weeks
Mm-hmm.
and we get 30 people. So we're like, woo!
Yeah. No, it was.
So
it was great.
The
It was so much
takeaway
fun.
is if you feed people brisket.
Yes.
Yeah. And Trent goes, "Hey, how y'all doing tonight?" And everybody's got a mouthful of brisket, and they're like,
We're good.
and there was no
Yeah.
noise other than.
Yeah. We all stuff in our
The
faces.
universal, we're good.
Yeah, yeah. So we thought we would take advantage of this little time and ask them a few questions.
Oh, we're down for questions.
Okay. They're easy. I promise.
Okay.
I
Oh, I
promise.
didn't study.
Okay. No study necessary. Let me find them on my phone here.
All right.
Okay. So, your name, you call it your vanity name, right?
Our band's name, right?
Yeah.
Is We Are the Monks.
Okay. So tell me, yes, who are you?
Well, we are a husband and wife musical duo that we travel full time with our 2 kiddos, and we play our shows and we renovate things. I don't know. We renovated an old RV that was in pretty bad shape, and now it's we call it pretty retro.
Okay, let me figure it out. Beachy, retro, farmhouse, vintage grandma chic.
And I've seen some things on YouTube and on your Facebook. It's adorable.
Oh, she's cute.
It's adorable. Yeah.
Well,
I love
it is for sale if anyone wants it, because we're going to find another one to do because we're crazy.
We're crazy like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of a nutshell of who we are. We sing about our and write songs about our family, our faith, our adventures, everything. So we're having a ball. I don't know.
Is that your singing? Away though,
Yeah.
by you guys, really.
Yeah, thank
it's
you.
Just very,
Thank
very
He's got a paying gig. Coming
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Tell us about that.
We're playing. It's called Spring at the Silos with. So if you're a fan of Fixer Upper, Chip and Joanna Gaines, they have the Magnolia.
Yeah, they called us. No.
Well, we're playing
I
the
thought you were
event.
serious.
We have
You
never-
pulled up with your RV at their property and said, "We ain't leaving until you
Yeah.
give us a
So
gig."
you give us a gig.
We have not met them. We hope to. We really we hope to. We will. We're just going to say that we will because
No,
we're fans.
I'm
Yeah.
originally
Oh, yeah.
from Waco.
Oh, really?
And so it's been really neat to see Waco kind of explode for good things and not any kind of
Right.
branch divisions
It's history,
or,
yeah.
or Baylor scandals or whatever. So it's been neat on the road to see that. And so we've always gone to the silos, and we were asked if we wanted to play some music. So
We love that.
Yeah.
We went last Thursday, for the first time.
Okay.
We'd never been there.
were they already started to set up?
No.
Okay.
No,
They're probably
and
starting
actually, we're old people, so we're like, oh gosh, I'm so glad it wasn't the week that was the spring of the
Yeah.
silos, because it looks crazy, but it looks like fun too. Looks like a party.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see all the vendors. We were there last year as they were setting up.
Mhm.
One of my former students is a manager, and so we got a little tour and stuff.
Oh, fun.
But they were starting to set up, and I thought, oh, this is going to be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So we're excited to see it.
Okay, pause.
Pause.
You edit this part out.
Oh, here's more.
No. We forgot to
that's
tell
there.
you. We forgot to tell you.
That's going to be
This
the
is
beginning.
this is straight no edit.
Right, there you go. And it's real life here, folks.
The Texas Cedar, man.
Oh, sorry, we forgot to mention that.
That's
A little
awesome.
coronavirus scare there.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so number 2. What is your mission statement, and why do you do what you do?
Well, I would say a lot of that is in the description of our music.
We made up our own genre
Well, there you go.
because we can.
Yes, yes, we can.
So we call it soulful acoustic pop with a message, and so we feel like that explains the sound, but also the message that we hope to bring people, and that is love Jesus and lean on Him. I mean, it seems simple,
Yeah,
it kind of is, but you know,
it's the core of
profound,
it.
though.
It is, and for us, our family is a huge reason why we do this. We've said from the beginning that, if God has us doing this now, just so that we can travel with our kids, teach them, and then once they're at a certain age, if this was all over and done, and that was the only purpose, then it's 100% worth it. And we also
my eyes are getting watery.
don't edit this part out. This is gold.
Allergies, not emotion.
And also for us, when we feel like God is using our family unit to encourage people, that means the world to us. That absolutely means everything. So
Yeah.
that's why we do it. That's why we do 200,000 miles in
Wow.
3 years.
Yeah.
Well, now we have a worn out band.
We do, literally.
But
So-
you can never get that time back.
No.
I mean,
No.
and so you are making the most of it, and I love that.
Oh,
Kids,
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
we only
you
have them
too.
for a while.
Yeah.
We can attest to that. It's hard to believe.
He's 6 years old. 12 more years. He'll be
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. And once they get there, they're like, they move on to their own things.
Yeah.
Well,
Sort of.
not sometimes it's
Sometimes.
28,
Oh, that's
29.
I tried to convince mine, like, don't you want to homeschool college?
Oh
Stay
no.
with mommy forever. I know I'm supposed to give you wings.
No, trust me. There'll be a point where I'll give you $50 if you just leave this for this afternoon. Just give me 3 hours.
Yeah.
No. So, next one. What is your favorite thing to do as a family?
Oh, goodness. We like to go sightseeing and do all the national parks and state parks and things like that. We're big fans of movie nights.
Yep.
We are a movie watching family.
Yeah.
When I
But-
see families post on Friday nights like movie night, and I'm thinking, oh, we do movie night every night.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
But I'm going to predict a future thing that's going to be our favorite, and we've been training the kids since they were babies, is roller coasters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're almost at the age because I love roller coasters, and
But
So
when's the
some-
last time you rode one?
I don't know, but we're gonna ride this. We're gonna ride the smooth ones.
We're
To do
creeping
the
up,
smoothness. But even as a baby, we used to take Oliver and just go roller coaster training.
Yeah.
So someday it's gonna be, what's your favorite thing to do as a family? Ride roller coasters.
Fun.
I'm also a big fan of family costumes.
Oh.
Yeah, we saw
that
the yellow
on your-
thing.
one of your videos. Oh,
And
that was
somebody
great.
looked
You were a
really
cute
good
monkey.
as a monkey.
Curious George.
He did his own makeup because I didn't do a good job. Yeah, he was like, no, it needs more. We start talking about our Halloween costumes right after Halloween's over. He doesn't. I drag
Yeah,
him into
November 1st, they're like, okay, so all the kids and mom are talking about next year's Halloween. I'm like, what is happening? Oh,
Is that Chloe? It looks like her.
Show the
Who's
camera.
Chloe?
From Pets.
Oh,
Come right
yeah.
over here. A little more. Over.
Scooch over just a little bit so we can see it in the picture. Here.
Right there. There it is. Now you gotta hold it up.
Yay, good
Oh.
job.
Go do another one.
That is so good.
Okay, so roller coasters. So, what are your plans? I know we're into 2020, but what are your big plans for 2020? Where are you going to be for your concerts? And
Oh, well,
all over?
All over.
All over.
Let's see. Next is, we have quite a few in Texas still, but then after that we'll be in like
We'll be in
Chicago,
and
Wow.
Indiana,
Fort Wayne, Indiana. And
in June, and then
there's
Yeah.
something booked in Virginia. So when it gets to our summer schedule, we're still piecing together the puzzle because we have things that are booked in those areas, and then we'll build around that. We're already booked a few shows for our Christmas tour.
Wow.
Which is always a fun time for us each year to do. So it's, man, and we're trying to get back out west because we went out west
I was
last year.
just going to ask, do you ever go to the West Coast?
We've got some folks that want us to come back. We're just trying to figure out to get enough going out there to make it worth the trip because we had a blast out there, man.
Well, when you get out that way, we'll keep in contact.
Uh-huh.
And we'll help you make some connections
Okay,
at churches out there and
Okay.
and things.
yeah,
we would love
we'll holler at you sooner than later and just start seeing what we can do.
We do our-
that. That'd be fun.
We do our meetups in Quartzsite in January. You know, that's where
Yeah.
the big trailer thing is usually like the third week of January or whatever. But I talked to Aaron about when, people, they drive, boondock out there
Wow.
in the desert. But last time they had all kinds of people together. But I said, we might be able, I can set up some floodlights.
Oh, we could
We
put
can get all
a
that stuff.
pretty good
And we can put up a
concert
pretty
out there.
cool
That would be
concert out
so
there.
yeah.
And Aaron's like, and I heard his wife in the background, saying, yeah, we need to get that planned. So anyway, I said, well, we'll see where they're at
Oh man.
that time of year. So.
Yeah.
yeah, we do. Mostly churches. Like a guest worship Sunday morning and then Sunday night concert. That's kind of how we typically do it. But then we fill the week we do house concerts. We ask people
awesome.
if they want to open their living room and invite 20 or so friends. Then we do it. So
Yeah.
it's a fun, intimate
Yeah.
setting. People shout out questions, and it's kind of a cool. We do it all.
Yeah, we do. Now this concert last night was a first. Like we said, we've never done a campground concert, and it was a lot of fun because a lot of full time
Yeah.
were there, and so for us, most of the time we're talking about what we're doing and what we've done, and people are just going. They're either going, "You guys are crazy," or they're going, "Oh, that sounds like so much fun." But to be with folks, like-minded folks that get it, that's
Yeah.
fun. So we may try to do some more of that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Campground. You
Yeah.
could do a whole campground tour.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Okay, so what else I got going on here? Number one thing you know about full-time RVing now that you wish you knew when you started.
This is where you can cue the.
That was my question.
That's good. Okay. Well, I'll mention to you just a little bit. We've been on the road almost pretty much full time for almost our whole marriage, 10
Yeah,
years.
almost, yeah.
But we've always had a home to go back to.
Right.
And so we had really good Honda Odyssey minivan legs. We had good hotel legs. We can get in and out, unload, etc. There is something different about setting up and tearing
Yeah,
down
it's a different rhythm.
RV. And
Yeah.
then once I wrapped my brain around just any travel day, things are going to break. And our first trip, I was just kind of like, I'm done. Everything's falling, everything's breaking. And then he's just like, that happens in a home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty. Shut the camera.
Yeah, that's some color there.
Ooh, good
Nice,
job.
buddy.
Wow. Very creative.
There's a spot, Mama. There's a spider that he made that has bubbles in it.
Oh, I love it.
Here you go, Amelia.
Good job.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a good answer. You know things are gonna break, and things are gonna go wrong.
Yep.
But you don't know what they're gonna be. So, but now I'm kind of used to that.
Travel
No.
with light bulbs and fuses.
Sure.
Yeah. And zip ties.
Yeah.
Zip ties.
We
Zip tied
we
things.
fixed a lot of
Oh yeah.
duct tape,
Yeah.
zip ties.
Just happens.
There's a song there. Duct tape and zip ties.
You know.
We'd get to where we're going, and she'd come in here and open up the door and see if
I
there's
was
any
telling
collateral
Shelly that.
damage
Yeah.
to the trailer. And for a while there, it was every time
Yeah.
there was something that fell off,
Yeah.
or broke.
Trim is
This stuff,
falling
if you notice,
off and-
I've actually
Oh yeah.
To
I
secure it.
put screws in all
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
If
we
they
had
all come off.
when we were fixing ours, we had a friend that was nearby that has been working on RVs for 20 years, and he helped us out with a lot of things. And one of his buddies that also works on RVs was helping, and he said, "Look, you gotta treat this thing like every trip is like a hurricane. Not a hurricane, not a volcano. I'll get it in a minute. Hold on." Earthquake!
Yeah, I was gonna say, we all know.
Ooh, I know this.
You got it. We landed the plane.
A monsoon!
Sounds like
Yeah, he said it's just like an earthquake happens every trip, and you got to go in
So
knowing
true.
everything's going to be a disaster, and get used to it, and then get it back together.
Well, we had our RV stored near. Did you hear that bird? That was really good.
It
Near
was good.
Nashville for about a month in January. I guess a month and a half. So we went to go pick it up to bring it back to Texas. And so we had been traveling in our van. We were just jam-packed. And so
Can
just to
imagine.
make room in the van for me and the kids to drive behind him, he just put stuff in the RV. And so that first night, when we stayed in a church parking lot. They let us hook up. And he said, "Now, before you see inside here, I just need you to know, it's going to be fine."
Be fine.
And I knew better, but I peeked and I was like, "Oh." He's like, "I'm just going to start handing you stuff. Just don't rip it." But I told 2 full-time mamas of young kids, we were joking like part of premarital counseling needs to be
Take a camping trip.
take a camping
Yeah.
trip. Sometimes I think tent camping is easier, but
Like,
in an RV, maybe you can rent some kids for the weekend,
yeah,
be in
really.
communication, and it's just like, it's really, you can kind of tell, okay, or can you do this, or
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
do that, but I don't know if it should.
before engagement.
Maybe separate tents.
Yeah, right.
But
Calm down.
see if you can hack that, your relationship, maybe keep going.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's funny. Yeah.
Good one, that's cool.
I don't know what the question was, but I hope we got there.
You did.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
I have no idea
Are
either.
you done?
What we know now about full
Yes.
There we
Yes. Okay. Best thing about full-time RVing.
So many things.
for me as a homeschooler, just the things they get to see,
Oh,
and us too. I mean,
man,
I grew up in Waco, Texas, and this is a great state for different kinds of terrain
Oh,
and
there's so much.
and things.
Oh,
but
I love it.
I mean,
love it.
our little girl was probably 2.5 or 3. She's almost 4. We were in a hotel breakfast area, and they had murals of just different things. And Mount Rushmore was one of them. And she's like, "What? Mount Rushmore?" And I'm thinking, "What? 2.5 year-old?"
They don't. They have no. Yeah.
We hear
In
you.
fact, the last time we
That's
were
a wonderful
in South
progress.
Dakota, we were like, "We don't need to see Mount Rushmore. We've seen it twice. Maybe
Try something else.
Try something."
That's
It's crazy.
absolutely the best part about this.
I am
Yeah.
56 years old now. We just went the first time in my whole life to Mount Rushmore this
Isn't
last
that
fall.
amazing?
Yeah, and I'm like, so you're right. for a 2-year-old to have been there twice, or she's now what, 3.5?
Yeah, almost
Almost
before
4.
next month.
And they love museums and they love nature, and we just feel like trying to teach them, you know, protect the environment. I mean, we're not super granola as far as protecting the environment, but you know, you have to be mindful when you're
Yeah.
when you're tiny living. You know, so I think that's lots to learn.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. We were taking a walk around the campground, and not a lot of 6-year-olds say that would be a good campsite. There's no sewer though. You know.
Yeah, most of them would go, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Right.
Sewer?
So I think my next favorite thing about this whole lifestyle is getting rid of everything.
Oh my goodness, what a freeing,
And
freeing thing.
What more can we get rid of?
I had no idea how much, you know, just the stress of just all the junk, and then how much that weighed on, at least on me, just because it was just a constant struggle to keep the junk organized. But it's not even being used.
Managing all your stuff.
Yeah.
It is
And,
stressful.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just been freeing. So
Yes.
that's for sure another top favorite of mine. Anyway.
Yeah, and to see the kids kind of realize like Oliver has a big Nerf gun he got for his birthday, and I just told him like, hey, well, you can take this to Grammy's and you can leave it there, and that they're okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, they understand space and
Yeah. You really learn what you can live without.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing to us. We had a 3,600 square foot house with, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and now we're in 400. How big
About
is this?
400 with
Yeah.
everything.
do you miss it?
No, I don't miss anything. And
I
it's
know.
crazy because we had furniture that was heirlooms, and, I kept a few things.
Yeah.
But I had friends that were like, how are you doing this? How are you partying with all that? I said, it's stuff.
Yeah.
And I am so excited to get rid of all
Man,
of it.
it's
So
We do have
Yeah.
a 10x5 storage
So
unit
do we.
in Nashville. You know, some family heirlooms and some furniture, and their baby crib.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some
Ooh,
things.
now that was a tough day when because it was Oliver's first crib, and then it stayed up together because he was 2 and moved into a twin bed, and she was moving right into the crib, and when we
Okay, here's what happened.
took it down,
we found this old, one of your old iPod Nanos that had old music on it, and we had the Bose speaker, and so while we were tearing down, we just thought, well, let's just put this on
see what comes
and
out.
see. So some random songs, old songs were coming up, and as soon as I started tearing this apart, it was just, what's the artist?
The
Have a little faith in me. So that
John Hyatt?
starts playing, and it's just like.
we're like,
Because it's just this beautiful song and this beautiful moment. I'm tearing this thing down for the last time. We were ugly crying.
but I'm like, I don't care if I have to have a storage unit until I have a grandbaby. My grandbaby's gonna sleep on that thing.
Yes.
Of course, by then it'll be like this causes deaths or whatever. So
It doesn't happen.
we'll see.
Yeah.
They may say, I can't believe I slept in this. It's so insane.
But there's certain things. I have the rocking chairs from our boys that my parents bought them, the little kids.
Oh, no.
Now the girls have them, and it's like there's certain things in life that you
That are
need to,
special.
I think you need to hold on to.
But every time we go through storage, I find I can find more
Yeah.
to get rid of.
Yep. So, worst thing about full-time RV living? Is there a worst?
Well, I mean, if you have to categorize things that in that manner, there are things about any walk of life that is just there's going to be negative things, and for us, it's hard to even think.
I do miss my mommy friends in Nashville,
Oh, sure.
and I
Yeah,
miss the kids having their closest friends. But when I see how quickly, especially full-time kids, and kids in general, can just relate and make friends, then I'm like, that's a pretty powerful thing. They're not with the same kids every week. They're having to figure out kind of how other kids work, and
We all have those days where it's just bad days happen.
Oh.
And everything breaks. Maybe everyone's sick. Everything's just happening in one day, and you have this moment of not panic, but of just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So what's happening? But those days pass, and then the next comes, and you have great days and great experiences.
But what we say is, hey, Oliver and Amelia, finish my sentence. Not today.
Eating.
Not today, Satan.
Stomping on your head.
That's right.
You don't have a place here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's things
So
that
true.
you know are kind of specific to just RVing that some people don't, outside the RVing realm, don't think about. But I mean, everybody thinks about it. I mean, basically your black water tank, you know, dealing with that or whatever it might be that's specific to RVing. That typically those, you know, sometimes we don't even talk about because everybody has to deal with them.
Yeah.
Part of
But
life.
the deal with parting with family, and so, you know, I mean, with that, you know, I encourage you to, you know, video chat and do encourage kids to do that because, like for us, I spent 20 minutes the other day with my granddaughter, which she took the phone,
Oh,
went
when she
running
was
around the yard
swinging.
playing on the swing and down the slides with Papa.
Oh.
You know, she's going, "Do you want to go faster, Papa?" And I was, you know, I was sitting there. Of course, I was getting nauseous because she's slinging the phone around. But for 20 minutes,
Yeah.
I had just a ball. I was laughing and just having a ball with my granddaughter. So even though I wasn't there,
Yeah.
It does.
I'd never dreamed, you know, and
Yeah.
but she got it
Yeah.
because we've been doing it now for a while, so she knows, you know.
A good thing for us, you know, been traveling for 10 years of our marriage, we would see family because just in what we do, we'd see family on a regular basis. But since we've been full time, I think we see them more. I would say we see them plenty. I hope they're not watching.
And
Sometimes,
and I feel like, you know, my parents would say things like, "I wish y'all would just move here; it'd be so much easier." And then, to which I say, but when we're here for a week at a time, we're more intentional with our time. It's more quality. If I lived here, I'd be dropping the kids off and saying peace out. I wouldn't be spending a lot of time with you. I don't think.
No.
Yep.
You know. And same thing when we go back to Nashville. We're like, my friends and I are mindful about, okay, let's get something on the books.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Because otherwise life just
Yeah.
takes off. And
Yeah.
that's what we've heard with people when they go visit family and friends as they travel is people have a tendency to, they know you're coming, and so they put aside time
Yeah.
to really, because they want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
Where when you're living there, we need to get together next week.
Right.
Well, next week becomes next
Yeah.
month, and then it's like the
It's
whole
not a
summer.
priority.
We missed the whole summer. We live in the same town. We didn't have a barbecue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is that. That quality of time is,
Yeah.
instead of quantity, you get really good quality time.
Yeah. I think that's
very good.
huge. So again, it takes us back to even the negatives become a positive
Yeah.
sometimes. You have, you know, it's just it's a great way to live.
And we recently, we have some friends that were full time for about 9 months, and she was pregnant with her third that entire 9 months. Can you imagine? And so when we got off the road for a little bit and stayed with them for 2 days, and since they had been full time, she was like, "Bring your laundry." She used the
gets
kitchen,
it.
you know.
Yeah.
She was like, so that's fun too. The like-mindedness.
Yeah.
They kept that even though they're now back in a big house. So.
Yeah. So how can people support you?
Well, we have all the social medias.
Give us your money. I'm just kidding.
Book eyes.
Book us.
I was gonna have you sing. Yeah, I was gonna have you sing that song. You know, softly, gently. We're booking for summer and fall.
Yeah. If you want to know what we're talking about, go to our YouTube channel. What is it?
Our YouTube channel?
Yeah.
/forwards. We're so with it.
We're just getting into this YouTube.
We are the Monk's music.
Yes. But we have all the other social medias that we use frequently. So.
But support, you know, when people ask, prayer for safety on the road is number one. Other than that, I mean, if you want to buy our music. Stop.
I love it.
And I love it. I love it. You broke. I mean, really, really, really. Breaking the mood there.
Funny. Gosh, I was being all, like, serious.
We're a good team.
You are. Okay, so one more. So who came up with "You Got a Minute"?
I thought about that. Oh, well.
No.
You don't remember this?
I don't.
Out on the West Coast, I came up with the idea.
I said, let's call it Hey You Got a Minute.
Okay, oh yeah. You probably came up with the name.
Yeah.
I came up with the concept.
Okay, so
You're a
we
good
both
team.
did.
You're a good team.
Yeah.
Oof.
That got
Wow. Kids, we need to go in the other room for a little bit here. That's how you argue.
No,
Healthy.
you laugh. No, you were saying having an idea. Let's
Right.
do a little snippet, about a minute long. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we can call it. Hey, you got a minute.
There you go. See?
Our thought was, on Instagram, in that little square, you have a minute.
Right.
Now you can either follow a link or go to IGTV or
Right.
whatever. So that was the initial thought. But then a minute is not a long time.
Yeah.
So
No.
most of our videos are a minute and a half, 2 minutes, whatever. But
Yeah. And I love that concept. I know we talked about it earlier, but yeah, just snort little snippets.
Snort little snippet.
Oh, there it
Yeah.
is. You got to do your snort, man. You've been waiting all day.
So that's all I have. Is there anything else you guys want to say to
Mama, look,
YouTube
these are
land?
fire
Or
dragons.
Well, we're always open to bookings in all seriousness. We love what we do so much, and our email is
do you know that?
monksbooking@gmail.com, and we really do a wide range of events and things. We just
Or mitzvahs.
Weddings.
Weddings.
yeah.
Lunch.
Christenings.
Yes.
Yes.
once again, go watch their
Go watch
YouTube.
the videos.
Or a month.
I'm
So
gonna do a
that's
big
it.
snort.
We really appreciate getting to know you folks. And
Yes, this has
look
been
forward
fun.
to-
It has
Oh,
been.
I'm gonna do a
Thank
big
you for being open to
snort.
doing
A
this.
really
and
big
course.
one.
come and spend a little time with us.
No, I'm gonna do a really big snort.
Okay, come do it. Come
You
do
want
it
to go
on
on
the
Come on.
camera?
Come on. This is part of the charm. Is
Say
this
hi.
sweet
Yeah.
little family?
All right. What do you have to say?
You're gonna hurt your throat. Good.
There you have it, folks.
There you have
They
it.
come by it naturally, I guess.
Hey guys, I wanted to follow up on our time with Trent and Shellie the other day and let you know what a special couple they are and such a sweet little family, and encourage you all to look them up on their social media, Facebook, Instagram. They do have a YouTube channel, as they said, and their music is on iTunes and Spotify and Amazon Music. Check them out. You will be blessed. We had such a fun time with them, and they will keep you laughing, that's for sure. And I also encourage you to reach out and see where they're going to be, where they're doing concerts. Maybe try to catch a concert or hook them up with your home church or home community center. We're going to do that when we find out once they're going to be out in the Pacific Northwest. So anyway, we just want to thank them for spending time with us and enabling us to share them with all of you. So, as always, remember, every day is a gift. And hopefully, we will see you soon on the road. Have a good day. Bye.
We write the stories we only dreamed of. Every day I get down on my knees, pray to God that He leads me, yeah, side to the mountain.